Okay, ladies and gents, what's up? I'm here to deliver a build. Now, yes, I'm filming this late at night so that I can just post it in the morning without worrying. I'm actually here to show you a Tempest build. Okay, electric cruelties. I know you guys have been waiting for a full-on shock Tempest build. Electric cruelties, berserker cell, pulse cell. Special is Reaper's Dance. All right. Mod will be Hurricane Blades. Bond is Sahvyt's Pincers. Alright. Tempest will be your Omnicell. You've got your Skarn's Defiance with an Etheric Attunement Cell. Malkurion's Grasp with Predator. And Scravewing Boots with Etheric Attunement. Now, why is this build structured like this? I'm going to explain it right now. Okay. Let me remove the cam for a second. You're going to be using up a lot of stamina. So, Adrenaline, the lower your stamina is, the higher your damage. With this and with +3 endurance, you can go up to 45% damage increase. Very useful. Etheric Attunement is to make sure you can maintain your shields for as long as possible. Okay, you've got your Parasitic. Now, one thing which I will say is that if you are not a fan of Etheric Attunement, you can actually go in for Zeal instead. It's really up to you. I, with this particular build, tend to be a fan of Etheric Attunement instead, so I won't put in the Zeal cells, but you can freely change the Lantern cells as needed, okay? So Etheric Attunement is useful here. Parasitic, this is your sustain and damage reduction as well. If you don't feel comfortable with shields and you prefer lifesteal, go with Koshai's Bloom with Etheric Attunement instead. It will provide you the same value, okay? But I prefer shielding because, I mean, ideally, considering the fact that there's Predator in this build, you want to evade, okay? So Parasitic, as I mentioned, is your sustain. Predator for 35% damage as long as you don't take a hit. And Tempest is where you're supposed to dodge, so it kind of goes well together. If you really don't want this, I'll show you an alternative, but I really believe you should have this. Pulse will be where every 5th hit of your weapon is a critical strike, and it'll give you 15% increased critical strike damage. This is good because you only need one pulse cell due to the Sahvyt's Bond having a +3 pulse included. And the UE is fantastic. Now +3 Berserker is because at +3 it gives you 20% damage increase. Increasing it to +6 further reduces hit points and gives you another 15% damage increase, which honestly you can spend on better cells. For example, if I were to put +3 Endurance instead on top, you would get another 15% damage increase. But the reason why +3 Berserker is in there at least is because +3 is well worth it, 20%, very good. Okay, and only at a cost of 150 hit points, so it's pretty good. What I'll tell you now is that if you really want to modify this, I'm just going to show you how to quickly modify it. If you don't like Predator, take out Predator here. I don't recommend using Rage because it doesn't fit with your dodging style. You can put Grasp of Thorns, right? And you'll put your Berserker cell in here, okay? That frees up a cell slot here, and this will overall give you less damage because you're sacrificing 35% damage for just an 8% increase in attack speed when you evade. That's the first thing. And also a baseline more endurance. So you would have a total of 60 more endurance that can push your total damage up by 18%. Alright? And you would get Evasive Fury on top of it. So your attack speed would increase by 8% for 20 seconds. It's genuinely up to you which style you want to play. I'll actually show you this alternative style instead of the Predator style. Why? Because it's just to give you a taste of it. It's still highly effective, all right? But I prefer the Predator style, okay? All right, we're now going to go in and... Oh, there was a fan. Glad you like my builds. It's a Dante. Okay, so we're gonna go now, because I don't have time to refresh this because I was grinding the COD Battle Pass, we'll just go straight to Twilight Sanctuary. The reason we're not going to Blazeworks is because Blazeworks is filled with heroic creatures, and I don't recommend going there unless you're at least level 19 if you want to be effective. Alright? And I don't really think you guys want to watch me fight something for 5 minutes, okay? Blazeworks is a little bit wonky sometimes. In case we encounter, the first creature we encounter is a level 24. And you know I've got a policy of just fighting whatever the first creature is. So we'll go to Twilight Sanctuary and I'll just demonstrate this build to you. With the Evasive Fury style, as I mentioned, one of the big things you gotta take into account is the simple fact that you are focused on dodging. This may not have a predator cell included, but it doesn't mean that you are free of responsibility. You can just, take damage if you want. You shouldn't do that. Okay, so the first creature is going to be a Shroud. It is 160 meters away, so we're just going to fight that. Or, well, it could be the Stormclaw instead. Depends on where we're going. We'll just fly up the mountain. Oh, it's going to be the Stormclaw first. Okay, fine. Elemental disadvantage makes this good. Okay, so as always, with the Sahvyt UE, you want to start your fight with your legendary ability instead. Why? Because your boomerang launches as soon as you attack the creature. This is something you need to remember. And with Reaper's Dance being your special, your focus is going to be mainly on dodging with it if you need to, alright? And then gearing up for the big hits as you drain your stamina. Alright, that is what I would do with this build. So as you can see, I'm just moving in and out of combat as needed. Okay, I'm using both my skills and my Tempest to reposition as needed. And when the Stormclaw comes down, you just sort of go, oh, came down far. Aha! Suck on that. Alright, usually I'll do something like this, and because Hurricane Blaze is your mod, you can easily gear up Tempest, smash down, and on top of that, now you can just go ham with this and dodge where needed. If you don't dodge, that's fine. If you lose Predator, that's also okay. You want to try to avoid throwing out the Sahvyt UE unless you are prepared. Now, the other downside to this whole process is that if you get caught in the lightning pool, you're gonna have a bad time. So try not to get caught in that, but it cannot be helped sometimes as well because the Tempest Stormclaw just puts that shit down. So you just gotta deal with it. That's okay because this build is strong enough to handle it. This thing should die fairly fast, and just continue on with your Reaper Slams, and it should die. All right, so the next creature is Shroud. It is up here. So did I literally just post hello? Sorry, I was gonna throw a flare, but it doesn't matter. So once again, same principle as before. Okay, your dodging will also help to chain the UE of the to help to cool down, not chain, the UE of the Sahvyt. So it's very, very useful overall. I like it for that purpose. And the more you dodge, the better with this build. So feel free to dodge as much as necessary. Don't be ashamed of using the UE of the using your Tempest Omnicell to reposition. That is literally what it's meant for. So if you do knock the Shroud or whatever down due to, like, for example, because you're gonna get a shit ton of shock damage on this build, so you're actually gonna end up stunning creatures very, very often. It is very helpful for that reason to just be ready for a quick stun proc, which would in turn help you not only do more damage to the creature while it's down, but basically you can take advantage of it to go full on with your Whirling Blades. Not that I would wait. Myself, I just go ham whenever I want to. But if you do accidentally get tagged, don't feel bad because that's just normal. Oh, shit, I miscalculated, but it doesn't matter. I was gonna wait for the pulse. And I thought that I triggered my heavy combo. That's the one thing. The heavy combo, I'm well aware. I know you guys hate it. I hate it too because as much as it's nice for the wounding style, the heavy combo is clunky and sometimes doesn't trigger properly. And animation canceling doesn't even work, so it's basically a pain in the ass. And I totally get it. So, don't worry, I'm on your side with that one, but there's literally nothing we can do. So, make hay while the sun shines. Alright, so that's about it. As you can see, it's a highly effective build as long as you know how to dodge. Oh, I'm hiding myself behind a plant. Okay, as long as you know how to dodge and do your stuff, you will not have trouble taking out most behemoths, even if you're below their level. If I were at level 1, I would showcase this against behemoths about 7 levels higher. But since we're here, this is how it is. So I hope you guys enjoyed that little demonstration. I hope you guys will enjoy the build as well. I'm going to showcase the thank you scene now. So Thank you to the Throne of Honor, Puni Puni OnlyFan, Nate the Great OnlyFan, JP Best Prestige, Zach NFG Prestige, The Forgotten Prestige. I appreciate all of you. Also, big thank you to December's top supporters: Bravo7910, Crampy D, Johnny Nara, FNX Killer 43, Zavi Uzumaki, Alcorn 0511, Alien Frost 80, Kazmanta My Lovely Girl, Zach NFG, Soul Cracked, Galaxy Train, Puni Puni, Rogue Assassin, Arshaz Guardsy, Lucas Graham, and I'm a Boxhead. If you guys enjoy my content, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And of course, if you want to support the channel, drop a tip via the link in the description of the video, send super thanks on YouTube, become a channel member, or purchase Asian Robot merchandise. All of it helps keep the channel running, feeds my family, and keeps me making this stuff. So thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed this little video. I will see you all on the next one. Okay? Oh, and the build is in the description of the video if you need it, if you need to reference it. Okay? Okay. Catch you later.